The Browns just beat the Packers.
Okay.
We're back, guys. Browns just beat the Packers.
What a mess.
The Packers were undefeated. A lot of people were talking about them being a great NFC team. How are we feeling about it? Our guy, Jake, who usually runs the show, he's not here today. He's playing that thing where you throw the Frisbee and they act like it's
He picks the wrong week to go away.
It's the only week that he could celebrate.
Very few weeks.
He'll get 1 week
and
this
there's going to be
year.
very few opportunities for the Browns to do this.
Yeah.
For him to do this, and he picks this. Wow. Okay.
Right.
He'll get 1 week with a Browns big win, and he doesn't show up. And shout-outs to Sully, who's doing a great job over there.
Yeah, through all this stress.
We're in beautiful hands. That's the hand model of PBKC.
So Joe Flacco, right. You talk about the blocked field goals. There's like 6 this week or something.
At least. 4 of them are consequential, by the way.
Green Bay, by all counts, they started that chatter. We're like, oh, is Green Bay a team that's going to overthrow the Eagles for the bet? No, you just lost to the Browns. No. You can't have that spot now. I'm sorry.
And even if they didn't lose, even if they won the game, it doesn't matter. Like, what did I say last week?
What?
To beat a man, beat the man. They're number 2. I still stick them to number 2 in the conference now, although Detroit made a massive case on Monday.
I'm not sold yet.
Bottom line,
it's
Philly or bust in NFC. Race number 2 is still on.
Okay.
But I had the Browns in points this week. I did not think they had no chance of winning that game, though. That was an impressive win. But it's so frustrating because their defense, they have a top 5 defense in the league. Maybe even better than that, honestly, given how bad their offense is. If they were able to figure out the balance of that between the offense and defense, they'd be a much more dangerous team in the AFC.
Yeah, so you take like the Browns defense and swap them with the Bengals.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That's a Super Bowl team in the AFC. Yeah,
they should maybe see if they can combine them.
Yeah, or you swap the Eagles offense and the Eagles defense with any team, and you can win a Super Bowl.
That's true.
You swap them both.
Okay, so the Miami Dolphins, who are our home team, they're 0-3 now after a loss to the Bills on Thursday Night Football. Were they competitive enough for McDaniel to keep his job a couple more weeks, guys?
Yes, they were. And I said this on the show last week, too, that the only way to save his job for this week is to, obviously win the game outright. Number 2, if you're going to lose to the Bills, it better damn well be competitive. And it was literally down to the wire in 2 minutes ago in the game, 20 yards away from winning that game. Then Tua threw us a pick, and that's game blouses. But the thing is, McDaniel and, to a lesser extent, Chris Greer, the GM, they're going to be week to week going forward the rest of the year. Next game up, the Jets on Monday Night Football. That can get ugly, too. If they lose that game to the Jets, they'll be gone after Monday.
All right, so football is about, you have to have leadership. And I'm a leader of men. Okay, naturally, like I'm a leader. I'm a leader.
Why are we laughing at this? Come on, why?
I don't know why.
Why are we laughing at this?
Well, that's what happens when people are seated with a leader and you're hearing about how to leadership. Anyway, forget all that.
The leader's on a plane right now.
Yeah, I'm not laughing. Okay, so being a leader that I am, you look at McDaniel, right? And he's standing before this group of guys, and he stands like 5'4" or whatever.
Jeez,
he's that short.
I'm guessing.
I know he's really short, but I didn't think that short.
Okay, I'm guessing. And he comes in with his quirky, goofy stuff, and like saying all weird stuff like that. Nobody really that's cryptic, and it's like, okay, guys, like the moon on Friday is aligning, and Tua, he's there. He's in, and he's not saying anything. He's fallen into that category of Mike Tomlin where he talks a lot and doesn't say anything. We don't know what the hell is going on with that team, and McDaniel's not like – he's not even coming out and be like – he doesn't even – I don't even know if he minds losing. Like he's not complaining. Complain about the refs. Do something. Complain about like –
maybe the first
like we have – say we have to get – he's not even saying like we have to get better. I don't understand it. He just needs to get fired. He's not a head coach. That's it. Give him the offensive playbook. Let him run all his mystical offense somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Do not have him try to get the guys motivated. He's not the guy. I could go down there right now and give one of my speeches and get that team turned around.
Yeah,
I could.
So
I think you could.
The one thing that saves the Dolphins right now, the reason why they're going to probably not can them just yet, unless they lose this week, the next 2 weeks their schedule gets a little lighter. You have Jets on Monday, and then you have the Panthers.
Remember that time you said they're going to make the playoffs?
I didn't say that. Well, we'll take one. We trashed those tapes for the record, though.
That's why we stopped
they
the
are
first
not
part
making
of the show.
Here's what we don't
want lies on the show.
But here's what we're learning 3 weeks into the year now. In the AFC right now, the AFC is not as good as we thought it was going to be this year, at least 8 weeks in. Yeah. You have, maybe 3 contenders for the Super Bowl, in my opinion?
0, but you can
Ravens, Bills, and then we'll throw in the Chargers, of course.
Okay.
What about the
I see a –
Yeah, Colts.
I got to see more.
They're frisky.
They're frisky. We got to see more, though.
Okay.
The AFC's weak, man. So, if the Dolphins, if they win 2 in a row next couple weeks, all of a sudden they're kind of feeling better about themselves. They're 2-3. Not saying make the playoffs, but opens the door for something to happen going forward.
Okay,
but
if the Dolphins lose one of those games, okay,
They're
they
done.
beat
They're
the
done.
Jets, but they lose to Carolina.
they're done. They got to win the
That's
next 2
it?
games to even get back to the
Okay.
conversation now.
Yeah.
Because the AFC is bad. Look at the Texans, 0-3.
Yeah,
that.
we're going to talk
I mean,
about that.
I called that years ago. But go ahead.
You did. You did.
So
You know,
the Bengals are really struggling without Joe Burrow. 41-10 loss to the Vikings. With him being gone till December, is their season over, guys?
It's over.
Yeah, because and again, what we said last week on the show, it's not about the quarterback. Brown is going to win the game. He can find 5 wins if this O-line is capable or the defense is capable. That's the problem. No one can protect him. Number one. Number two, the defense stinks. So yeah, that's a bad combination. So
right, that's why the Browns they lose their quarterback, and it doesn't change whether they could win or lose because that's not their focal point. Their defense is what keeps them in games.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, they've got to light up the scoreboard or they lose, and
Burrow
here
bust.
we are.
Burrow
here we
bust.
are. You're
Right.
going to see some crazy point spreads when Cincinnati runs into a good team.
yeah, and
You can't put together a Madden offense and like a terrible defense and think you're going.
If
to
you're
be
Cincinnati, you want to be
successful.
able to. If you can find 5 wins between now and December to stay above water when Burrow gets back, you'll be fine.
What?
Again, the
What are you
AFC.
gonna do? What are you going to do with 5 wins?
Well, they'll be seven. They'll be 7 and 6 at that point, going into the middle of December, with a chance to Burrow gets back, and then because look at this rate now, the AFC right now might be taking 8-9 teams to the playoffs this year. The way it looks.
Well, that's if everybody else on the team stays healthy. Now we're going to talk
Correct.
about the Panthers shut out the Falcons 30-0. That was the biggest surprise to me.
If you could have, and you can bet these crazy money lines on the Hard Rock Bet app that we're partners with, you could get on there and bet like something silly like Panthers like minus 28, and you could have really you could have fed countries with that bet.
Yeah.
It's just wild that they.
30-0.
How about this? If anybody bet that, I'm sending the Secret Service over there.
I did bet-
what is going on over here? How do you even bet that? There's no freaking way.
knows.
I mean,
people.
I bet Carolina points though. I didn't think they win the game though.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The way not only win the game,
Wait,
the way they
forget
won.
win the game to win by 30.
Yes,
that was the
That
biggest
doesn't make
shock of
sense.
the weekend.
and
to me.
that's after beating Minnesota 22-9.
Right, and we had and they had the Falcons like maybe sniffing around or whatever. Oh, has anybody? I haven't told Tiller yet. Anyway, I got to get on
he's
that.
downstairs.
How do you lose
Get Tiller
30-0?
up here, please.
Oh yeah, he stakes out.
30-0.
He stakes
30-0.
out.
Yeah,
he stakes out.
That was crazy. Texans fell to 0-3 after a loss to the Jaguars.
Is it time to have a conversation about C.J. Stroud? I know you have it. You had it like a year ago.
Now
I'm talking about-
now
I'm
it's
talking about
time?
No,
Now it's time.
Look, I'm not going to say he sucks and he's not.
Cue all my clips
But
where I said Stroud stinks
but-
last year.
But what happens?
What?
Like, if you're not ascending after your rookie year, there's a problem there. He's
Right.
at the very least tailed off. Like he's not getting better.
We should do a
That's
quarterback assessment one day. Like we got this. You got the Strouds and the Tuas, and on the other side you got the Hurts by himself, pretty much. But you have all
By
these different
himself.
quarterbacks, and who's ascending and who's falling. Stroud was like, oh, he's going to be our guy. Now it's like, what do we even have here? These teams, and you look at Houston, and they think they have that centerpiece. You need that centerpiece. You got to have that guy, and you think you have him.
So-
and then all of a sudden they start regressing,
Right.
and now like where are you at? You can end up, like the Giants. We got Daniel Jones, and all of a sudden he's regressing. Then he goes to Indy and lights it up, and now you look like a fool. Like somebody. I put all this a lot of time on coaching.
We're going to do a quarterback tier next week.
Let's do
I promise
that.
you. I'm going to put that on
I'm
the outline.
so here for
We're
it.
gonna put,
let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to put
Do they gotta be healthy?
We're going to go
Because
all that
Burrow
other
is,
stuff.
out.
Yeah,
for a few
we're
months,
going to
obviously.
talk about right now,
Yeah.
today, going
Right
into
now.
Week 5.
Right.
We're going to do that next week.
Yes.
We're going to do a
Okay.
quarterback
I
tier
love that.
right here on the show. Let's see what else is going on. The Chiefs are now in the win column, beating the Giants 22-9. They had that bye week this week on Sunday night.
I hate you so
how
much,
we
bro.
feel about the Chiefs now?
Not good.
Would they
I mean,
show
but
us
again,
anything?
I'm gonna go back to this about the Dolphins. They're still a playoff team because the AFC stinks. No one's running away. No one's running away with it. They won't win the division this year. The Chargers are just too damn good. I mean, they're 3-0 and 3-0 in the division already. That's a problem. But the Chiefs, look, here's the good news for the Chiefs. They didn't get guys back. Worthy should be back next week and the week after. The kid Rice, the other receiver who's been out for 6 weeks, he'll be back some point. So even if they lose to Baltimore this weekend, I still think they'll be fine because I think the conference is so bad that, again, they'll probably still win 9-10 games this year at least.
Patty Mahomes isn't the old Patty Mahomes. I don't know what football you guys are watching, but even last year, all these close games that they're eking out, it's not the same product in Kansas City anymore, and we're going to start looking at changing the guards in the AFC, and they're starting to slide a little bit. So they get the win at the Giants. Everybody gets a win at the Giants. So I don't know what that tells you, but
free win.
You're already 1-2. I don't know. We'll talk about who they have next.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what we're looking at anymore in the AFC. I think it's a little crazy, but yeah, the Chiefs winning that game, whatever. It's a get-right game, but it really wasn't in convincing fashion, in my opinion.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, let's talk about the Ravens, because the Ravens just lost to the Lions on Monday Night Football. But here's the stat that's most important. The Lions dominated the line of scrimmage and had 254 rushing yards and sacked Lamar 7 times. How do you do that? How do you let him sack him 7 times?
Was it me or did Lamar look like he was a little, kind of indecisive to whether to throw the ball or run the ball?
Oh, welcome to the NFL, Ernest. He's indecisive if it's not going and it's not going well. He gets rattled, and that's what happened. I think my problem was spot.
He could have ran and for some yardage and with his legs, and he never did that because he was so keen on wanting to throw the ball and get guys involved. But I don't know, man. Sometimes he had to run. Sometimes he used the legs, man, just to kind of get things moving, move the chains, and he wasn't doing that.
Yeah, and Detroit, they needed this game.
Oh, God,
and they go in there and they beat a Baltimore team that everybody had, and now Baltimore's what's their record now? 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah, some of these teams that were supposed to be the powerhouses aren't really producing. And meanwhile, we still sit back and we listen to the greatness and quarterback rankings and all these things. You got to start winning games if you want to be a great quarterback. You got to win football games. So I don't want to hear about Lamar being great anymore. Win football games.
Hold on. But he does that, though. He does win football games, okay? 1-2 start, okay, fine. It's a rough start.
Yeah.
Do you think Baltimore wins the division this year? Yes or no?
By default, because of Cincinnati.
Yes or no?
How about this? If
Joe
Burrow wasn't down, it's their division. They would have won that division.
They didn't look that good even with Burrow there. Even with Burrow healthy, they didn't look that good.
They were gonna win that division.
To me, that win was more about Detroit for me.
Yeah,
I think Detroit was after that shell-shocking loss to Green Bay Week 1, they looked like a completely different team. They went back to who they were last year, and I think that's scary. Now look, Green Bay beat them, so you have to. That's in the cards already.
Yeah,
but I think the Green Bay Detroit matchup again when they play again. I don't know what week it is. That I can't wait for that rematch. I cannot wait for it.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about a team we love talking about, the New York Football Giants.
I can miss the segment, right? Sully, you want to take over for me?
Yeah, they're going to bench Russell Wilson.
Here we go.
They're going to start Jackson Dart. This team, he has to be very excited about it. They got the running back,
Scattaboo.
I like pronounce his name, Scatibo.
Yeah.
And Scatibo is just running over guys.
That dude's a walking CTE factory.
Bro, he scares me.
No, he's not gonna. He's gonna be on your injury report in a couple weeks, Mike.
I don't know. I think he might be injured now and just running over people. He doesn't care. I mean, the kid is amazing.
I think the timing's interesting though because you play the Chargers this week, right? And then you play the Saints after next week. I said before the year started, week 5 is where you look at the situation with Russ and Dart.
Yeah.
I think they're doing this now to try to save their season as soon as possible because Dayball knows that the more they lose, especially early on, his job is toast. So I think they're trying to do something.
I would have premiered him against the Saints. I wouldn't have picked
agree
the
with you,
Chargers.
100%.
I would have went against the Saints.
I agree 100% with you on that.
So now you're going to bring him out. Okay, what the Giants should do, this is my opinion, and hear me out. They should reach out to Indy and see if they could trade him for their quarterback.
Wow. That is a below the belt.
You say that. But
I'm right.
So but listen. So I had this theory in my mind for next year.
Okay.
Daniel Jones will be a free agent next year.
Yeah.
Do your Giants
back
go back
to the
him again?
No.
Yeah.
He's not going back there.
No.
Wow. That would be. Could you imagine doing that to yourself? Like your career's getting wasted. You go to Indy, you start lighting it up, and now he's a free agent.
I mean,
how about this? He's going to get paid, and he's going to get paid fat somewhere, and he's going to reignite his career. And this is a story I'm here for. The Giants. Let's let go of one guy, let him break the rushing record, and then win the Super Bowl, and then
let's
Indy,
get another guy.
Yeah.
It's 3-0.
What a great job!
What a great
job!
Have you seen that SpongeBob meme?
Shout out.
The SpongeBob meme with Dayball looking down, and you see a picture of Saquon Barkley. It's like 3-0.
Shout outs to the Giants head office for making my life great.
Well, okay. The Saquon Barkley was obviously a horrible decision when they did that. And
God awful.
And the process how they did that.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, no one saw this coming.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
when you factor in the fact that didn't they not sign Saquon in order? I'm beside myself. They didn't
Correct.
sign Saquon to pay Daniel Jones.
And then get rid of him.
And now he's in Indy winning games. They are the worst general manager in the history of sports.
It's also a circumstantial thing, too, because Daniel Jones wasn't even a starting quarterback coming to camp.
No.
Right.
Richards gets hurt. He stays hurt. Jones gets in there. He's a starting quarterback, and he takes the opportunity. That's it.
Way to waste talent in New York. Like, you're amazing.
It looks bad. It looks dude, I still I'll say
it does look bad. It's bad.
I still think we're paying the price for those 2 Super Bowls against Brady. We're paying the devil.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Possibly.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, now let's start picking the games for week 4.
Let's
just stop talking about it. Let's pick them.
Nonsense.
Thursday night, Seattle's at Arizona. Seattle is favored by 1 point. Who are we going with, guys?
It's going to be a fun game, actually, I think. People's like, the Cardinals and Seahawks.
Yeah, Seattle.
Seahawks are pretty frisky, man. 2-1. They're literally a fumble away from being 3-0 right now. Arizona's kind of weird, though. They should have won against San Francisco. I mean, I don't know, man. But I am – what's the 1 point spread you said?
1 point. Seattle favored.
I'll take Zona because we're at home, but this is a toss-up game.
Yeah, I got to go with Arizona. They're at home. They tend to win these games, and you got the prime time and Toddler Murray back there.
Toddler
and
Murray.
he's just. I think he's going to
do the
his
finger
little
thing.
things.
I want to do
where
the
he goes
finger
like this.
thing.
He's like Toddler.
See, when
Toddler
you do
Murray.
it, it's the best.
He
Those
runs.
little fingers like
it's
that.
A wild.
Oh, man.
It's wild the way he runs. If you ever see it, I don't know if it's a real thing. So Toddler Murray pulls this one out, in my opinion.
This is the battle of 2 Tier 3 teams in the NFC.
Tier 3.
Yeah.
Did you pick a winner?
Oh, yeah, I had Cardinals.
Yeah.
No, Ernest.
Zona.
I mean,
Zona.
Noah. Did
Yeah,
you
I
pick
said
Zona.
Toddler Murray.
Okay, I'm taking him too. Like, we're all taking Arizona here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now let's talk about a reason to wake up early on Sunday morning. Minnesota at Pittsburgh. That's from Ireland. Minnesota's favored by 2.5. Our family, one of our show people,
whole squad's out there.
is heading to Ireland right now to see that game. I want Pittsburgh to win, and I don't think they're going to lose in their home country of Ireland. What do you guys think?
I think there's an overreaction to the spread here to last week's results. Pittsburgh has not looked good all year long. I agree with that. But I think the spread here is most of the fact that Minnesota blew out Cincinnati at home, and now the Vegas are overreacting to the spread. I think Steelers get it done this week. I think they'll find a way to win it. I don't know. Give me Pittsburgh this game.
Can somebody look? Is Wentz the Irish name? That's an Irish name, right?
Good
That
question.
dude's like, he's a redhead, right?
Yeah.
He's a redhead.
Is he a
Okay,
ginger?
so he's
You
going
would know
back,
that.
He's going back to his country, I think, and he's going, maybe, I don't know. But no, he's not going to do the same thing. You have Pittsburgh over there. And I mean it's going to be a home game for Pittsburgh. You can count on that in Ireland with the history of the Rooney family. So I think they go in there, and I think Pittsburgh. I got to see the defense. Please turn the defense around and pull this one off. Do not make Carson Wentz.
Are there issues fixable? The Steelers?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh to win this one in Ireland. Now we're going to move on to the 1 o'clock games. That is Washington at Atlanta. Washington is going into Atlanta favored by 1.5.
Again, another overreaction on the spread here. Washington wins big against the Raiders with Marcus Mariota as quarterback.
Okay.
Atlanta loses big against Carolina. So all of a sudden you have Falcons at 2-point dog, and Mariota's probably playing again this week, right? I'm imagining.
I'm guessing, yeah. We actually looked that up. It's still not. It's still up in the air.
I look. Commanders, look. That was a great performance, though. But I just thought I can't. A lot of overcorrection here. I'm going to go with the Falcons in this one at home. I think a trend you're seeing this year is a lot of teams that get blown out 1 week, they come back next week and win or play way better. Like Detroit lose Green Bay, come back and blow out Chicago. Chicago's blown out, come back and beat Dallas.
What about teams that get blown out by Carolina by 30? Do they come back and they bounce back like, oh, we're a good football team now?
Maybe find out now. Give me Atlanta in this game. I think they're home. They need pick me up here. Give me Falcons here.
Yeah.
The Birds.
I don't want the Redskins to win, but they will. Like, I don't know.
Can't say that.
It's not a thing.
No, it's
You
the
can't say
Commanders.
that.
So the
Commanders.
Commanders. Okay,
Whatever.
cut that. We'll have to edit that out. Sorry, everybody. Okay.
Whatever. I'm sorry about your stupid football team name.
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders.
That's the right answer, actually, to be honest with you.
I'm taking the Commanders on the road also. New Orleans at Buffalo. This is my favorite one. When I saw this line,
Okay.
16.5 for Buffalo at home.
And it's not high enough.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
not high
biggest
enough.
one so
It's actually,
far.
hear me out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be the
yeah,
easiest
we're
game
here.
to pick here on the spread.
Okay.
Not even joking. Buffalo by a gazillion.
Yeah. You know those I'm not involved in one, but those Survivor leagues where you have to pick a winner.
That's tough.
You hate to waste your Buffalo Bills on this one.
Nor should you.
But I don't know if this is one of those bets where like you see people bet like $487,000 to win $28. This is that bet where people will bet everything they have in order to make a few bucks because there's no scenario where New Orleans wins this thing. Write it down. Buffalo big. Josh Allen lights it up.
Is this a champ stamp?
No, because that's like discredit to
Oof.
champ stamp. It's like something everybody should know this thing. This is like an everybody knows this winner. Yeah.
When I saw the number 16.5, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Just don't be New Orleans. Don't. And then it was New Orleans, and I'm like, forget it. It's Buffalo at home.
Yeah,
16.5.
It makes sense.
That's the biggest one we've seen all season. That might be the biggest line we see.
It's not high enough.
Yeah.
The same.
I've actually coached teams that I was an underdog by like 26, 27.
Yeah.
We were on a running clock in the first quarter, like the clock's just running and the game was over. So yeah, it doesn't go. When you're mismatched at this level with talent, it's just bad news.
We got to get you a coaching job at NFL.
I'm gonna get back in.
You know what? This show is
right now. If that spread is 18 by kickoff, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, next, moving on to Cleveland at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 8.5.
Wow. Well, a little, Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit this one. I know. The Browns, it's a big win for them last week. If it hadn't, I don't know, man. Give me Detroit this one. I just think this is another overcorrections game. Like, this should be a 10-point spread. And I think Vegas is trying to, people who bet Cleveland last week say, oh, they could do it against Detroit. No. Stay away. This is actually going to be an easy Detroit cover, honestly. Give me Detroit win this game running away.
Cleveland's defense are going to play him as as good as they can, but they can't possibly score enough. And Dan Campbell's going to go for it on fourth down and be running double wide receiver passes and all kinds of stuff, that trickeration as you would if you would. Detroit wins this one and they get another dub.
I think that Detroit's going to win this, but I'm taking Cleveland on the points.
Really? What?
I am. 8.5 points.
You know it's in Detroit, right?
Yeah, I know.
So
8.5 points.
Okay.
I like this what the Cleveland and I almost said the Cleveland
Vegas
Indians.
got you. See, Vegas got you.
He got me going.
Vegas got you.
He got me going with the bad names, but I'm taking Cleveland. Tennessee at Houston is next. Houston is favored by 7. Both those teams haven't won any games.
Well, someone will win a game now. This is actually the hardest game for me to pick.
That was a take.
Hardest game. Well, it could be a tie. Don't forget that.
No, you're right.
It's the hardest game for me to pick on the spread because divisional game, Tennessee's bad, Houston's bad. I mean, but then I can see Tennessee keeping this game close because they're desperate. I'll go Houston. Okay, here's the bet. Don't bet this game on the spread. Bet Houston to win. I'll bet them to cover, but it's only because I had to pick either or. But this is come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the only Tennessee in this game is the amount of viewers are going to get. Like this is god awful.
Hey.
What?
While we have that, hey, come watch the game in the paddock.
In fact,
it's
going
to be shown nowhere else.
Bet the under in this game, if anything. Bet the under, 38 points.
They might not have been showing the game in Houston or Tennessee, but you could see it right here at the paddock. Feast and football.
Yeah, you and 10 of your closest Tennessee and Houston fans could come out and watch two bad football teams battle it out to see who could get their first dub of the season.
Hey, it's still football.
You got okay. So they're Houston's at home. They got to be able to get this first win. If they don't, now you have serious questions about your quarterback situation. I'm going to go ahead and take Houston. I'm not a fan of my pick or my beliefs in this thing. I know the quarterback's not very good or whatever, but I think he's good enough to win this one. But man, it's a shame how some of these teams have turned from feast to famine. It's wild.
Would you take Houston to cover the spread though?
Yeah,
that's the big question.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am too. The only 10 I see is the 10 Tennessee fans that are sitting over in the paddock watching the game because they can't see it anywhere else.
The only 10 I see is the total amount of points in this game. 10-0. Houston wins. Done.
Stop taking my
Carolina
jokes.
at New England is next, where Carolina is the underdog by 5.
The Pats are not good, man. Can we just go there? The Pats is not good at all. Carolina's been frisky.
Sully.
Sorry, yes, for real. I'm taking Carolina points until I see a complete Pats game. I'm gonna bet against them every week. Give Carolina points here. Pats might win this game, but Carolina points.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the coach situation there in New England when they made that hire. I
really?
questioned it. Yeah, rah guy gets you so far. But what I've learned is that there's a lot of other things that go into it, whether it be your assistant coaches, empowering assistant coaches, and getting other things done and handling your business. And New England, they're not. I don't know. It's not great football, like you're saying. It's inconsistent, but we're trying to figure out what exactly are they, the definition and who they're trying to be. Come out and say who you're trying to be. Detroit, when that guy got hired, he said who they're going to be, biting kneecaps and all that other ridiculous stuff he said. Vrabel needs to be that guy and just define this team as we're going to be tough, we're going to run the ball, and, this is what we're going to do. So until that happens, consistency is going to be a struggle in New England. I'm going to still go with New England just because they're at home. Carolina can't do what they did last week again. It's not going to happen.
I'm taking Carolina.
Wow.
I agree with Earnest on this. Next up, Chargers at Giants. I didn't know the Chargers had the week off. They're favored by 6 in this one.
I can't stand you, Mike. You know that? No. This is a wild card game because Dart's starting for the Giants.
It is.
We don't know how he's going to look.
Scatibo's running in this one.
Scattaboo's is that there. And the Chargers don't really blow out anybody either. I know if you watch all the 3 of their games, they don't blow out anybody necessarily. So, but this is the bye week. It's the Giants, right? So I'll go Chargers this one just because the rookie quarterback, just the optics, and But again, another game. I on the spread, I stay away from this game honestly.
It's funny you mentioned that the Chargers don't blow anybody out. The Giants don't ever blow anybody out ever.
They don't win.
They
don't win.
You got to win, blow somebody out, right?
If you watch some NFL films like from the old days,
you could see some of those. Maybe, but a lot of them are close.
2007 is so long.
Yeah, the Giants are terrible at football. They're terrible at upper management. They're just terrible stuff. I think the fans are terrible. I think their tailgates are terrible. I think their location for their stadium is terrible.
The people on the show that like them are
I gotta say, I saw a concert last month.
I wasn't done, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I had more terrible. Go ahead. You saw a concert? Was it terrible?
No,
the people that work.
The acoustics, they're amazing in that stadium, actually.
Well, I mean,
so I gotta say.
Okay, the acoustics are amazing. Giants lose. I got Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what? That stadium has such a great sound system, but terrible football teams.
Imagine great acoustics where you're getting booed.
Yeah. They probably can not hear that.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chargers. They're favored by 6 again in East Rutherford.
In a swamp.
They don't even play in their own state.
No.
Come on.
Well, to be fair, the stadium is literally 5 miles from the city, though, so it's not that far.
They should have left it where Hoffa was buried. I know that for a fact.
You can't stand the Giants. You hate the Giants.
Hot
Are they the
take.
team you hate the most in the division?
What's that?
Are they the team you hate most in the division of the 3? Commanders, Giants, Cowboys.
No, I
That's
spread
tough.
my hate equally among all 3.
Okay.
He's an equal hater.
I always want
Equal
the Giants
opportunity
first.
hater.
I was the Giants for you.
Okay,
actually.
next up, Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Philly goes in favored by 3.5. I cannot wait to hear
Earnest.
the take on this game.
Yeah, look, Tampa's been a good story, man, but they're banged up. Evans is out. I think 2 of the old linemen are going to be out for this game, too, as well. They missed the game against the Jets. Eagles had a scare. Eagles, they hate Tampa. It's a kind of like a house of horrors for you guys. they killed that. They changed that narrative this week. Give me Philadelphia win and cover the spread.
All right. So, and I'm back and forth on this thing, and I've been on the internet, and I'm looking. We're 3.5 hours away from Tampa as we sit here, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I was like, all right. So I asked my kid, I'm like, hey, what do you think? We'll go over to Tampa. She's like, we don't ever do good at Tampa. I was like, okay, thanks, kid. So thanks. So now I start thinking, I was like, okay, we're playing better football, but I've seen us playing better football go over to Tampa and still have no luck. And then I thought about the time where I'm sitting in the end zone. I'm sitting right against the rail, and Jalen Rieger is back there returning punts right in front of me and just muffing the ball, and we're getting blown out. It's 30 to whatever. And then they're pulling this tarp. There's a tarp that comes down in Tampa in the end zone when they score with this big pirate on there. Yeah. And it comes down, and they pull it over your head. And I'm fighting. I'm trying to keep the tarp to get it off of my head while they're pulling the thing. And the cannons are firing off, and the people are, like, doing all this stuff.
Sounds amazing.
And now, okay, combine that with the fact that Baker Mayfield's there now. So when you combine cannons, Baker Mayfield, and the tarp coming over my head, I am not going to the game. It's going to be 90-something degrees. It's like a swamp river. But please, 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 Philadelphia Eagles, get one for me. Just this one.
Just go.
I'm not going.
Just go. Break the curse. The best way to break the curse is to go to and break the curse. Go there and break the curse.
No, that's not the best. The best way is to sit at home, watch it at home, and pray with everything you have that for once we could go in there and do what we're able to do. We're better on paper. We should beat this team. Mm-hmm. We have problems, and Bowles he's a problem. He schemes and does these other things. So I need our coordinators to come up with whatever they're going to do to make this one go. but I'm gonna take Philly. And
Wow.
Baker's been doing things to win games, and it drives me berserk. But you look at it, he's doing things to win games, but we have a guy on our side, and he wins games too.
By the way, Baker Mayfield right now, MVP candidate now, 3 weeks in.
I don't like
God.
to see you worried now. This is different from you. This is the kind of talk
Why are you so scared?
I'm in my head. I'm in my own head right now.
Go to the
I'm
game.
In my head.
Go to the game.
I'm in my own head.
I'd love for you to go to the game and then come back on Wednesday next week and not be able to hear anything because those cannons are going to be going off
If I go to
constantly.
game, I'm gonna capture a lot of moments on film for this stream. I'm gonna do that. If I go,
Okay.
What if they lose?
I'm gonna still bring them.
Okay. You're not going to show anybody. I'm taking Tampa Bay at home on this one.
Yeah, you are.
Are you really?
I am.
This because of
No,
who?
usually I pick against the Eagles out of spite.
Yeah.
This time I actually think I don't know about Godwin. I haven't heard lately. I mean, there was a possibility
No,
of him
both
playing this game.
both
but-
guys might be out.
Yeah. What's concerning is the linemen. There's 2 linemen they missed last week. I think they're out this week too.
Wait,
also.
there's 2 linemen on the other side that are a little bit concerning too. If those guys get a hold of that Baker, it's going to be on.
I got a question. Do the Bucs have Jalen Hurts?
What?
Do the Bucs have Jalen Hurts?
What are you saying?
Do the Bucs have Jalen Hurts? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Bucs lose. There you go. Done.
My
guy.
Indianapolis at L.A. Rams is the first 405 game. Indy is the underdog by 3.5.
Who would have thought that? If you look at the schedule, you would have said this game, Week 4, is a marquee game, and yet we're here. Again, people saying Colts could be a Super Bowl contender. Look, when you are a bad team for a couple of years, you don't get to cut the line. I got to see more. I'm impressed so far, but I got to see more, right? You got to earn your way to get my love, right?
Right.
So that being said, these are the type of games here where when you win these games, you earn that. Like the Rams were, in my opinion, a contender. They're the only team that can give the Eagles any hell.
What?
Colts, well, I'm saying, give the Rams win this game. But if the Colts win this game, we're having a big conversation next week on the show about the Colts being bigger picture a possible contender.
Yeah. So the Rams are coming off and this is where they're in their own heads about this. I don't care what you say on to the next week. I do not care what you say. You can say it all you want. When they wake up in the morning, today and tomorrow and the next day, they're going to wake up like, how did we lose that game on Sunday? That's what they're thinking. So now you're going into at home and Indy's coming in. And, I mean, what happens to your confidence about whether you can finish team off? Now, frankly, for the rest of the season, you get a lead. You're never out of the woods based on what that meltdown that you had in Philadelphia. So should the Rams what's the spread on this one, Mike?
3.
The spread is 3.5.
I'm going to take Indiana points.
I'm taking Indy.
But hold on. I see what you're saying there, Noah. But isn't that a Eagles issue? Not necessarily everybody else in the league. Like you're talking about the champs here. Like everybody else, I can see them taking care of business. But you think that carries over to other teams they play going forward?
Oh no, there's a hangover where they're questioning how good they are. You came into Philly and you're trying to establish yourself, and then you have a letdown like that where you blow a game. There's going to be problems. If they lose this game, you're going to have problems in the locker room. This is going to be an issue.
Again, if Indy wins this game, I think it's a big picture thing, Phil.
I'm taking Indy. Jacksonville at San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 3.
This is a weird game, honestly.
I'm tired of them winning with hurt players.
So Purdy
Purdy
was actually limited in practice last week.
Okay.
He's probably in the same spot here. It's very possible he might play this game.
Yeah.
This Jaguar team is weird. I don't like this Jaguar team, honestly. I mean, a 2-1, cool story. I'm not bought into this team being a playoff team just yet. The Niners, even with all the injuries, are 3-0. They still find ways to win games. I'll take the Niners here with Purdy, without Purdy. Mac Jones is playing pretty decent in that spot. Give me the Niners.
I'm still trying to figure out how San Fran wins games. I do not understand.
Christian McCaffrey.
Winners win. They're winners.
I guess, but I mean, Jacksonville can't go in there and win this game, and the two-way players situation isn't going great. He's like mediocre on both sides of the ball. I said that. Just pick where you're going to put him or whatever. I think it's more. It's almost a distraction for that team. I mean, now you're playing both sides of the ball. You don't know what's going on or whatever. San Fran, again, they're pulling off wins with defense and controlling the clock and some other things. So I think they're able to win this one also.
I'm taking San Fran to stay undefeated. Baltimore at Kansas City. Baltimore goes in favored by 2.5.
Who would have thought Week 4, both these teams are 1-2, right?
That's crazy. I don't think anybody would have thought
How
that.
big is this
The
game?
Chiefs, the schedule's somewhat, you can see a scenario, but no one would have actually agree with that, though. But I think both were seething after last week. Man, House of Horrors here for the Ravens, though. But I'll take the Ravens here in a blowout, honestly. The Chiefs, I have seen nothing from the Chiefs these last 3 weeks that made me believe that this is a good team.
You just hit us with the Baltimore in a blowout.
Yes.
Wow.
In a blowout.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that your champ stamp?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'll do that. Mortgage bet of the week. Boom.
Ernie champ?
Ravens cover at least 7 points in this game.
Whoa. Okay. So you have a proven winner, and if a game's on the line, you want Lamar or you want the other guy. You want him. Who do you want? Like, neither guy is able to finish game right now. They're not. They're struggling, and Mahomes knows how to make the plays. They're banged up. Baltimore's like a sieve on the ground, where they're giving up all these points. The biggest thing is the defense coordinator, Spags, for Kansas City is going to put together some schemes, and I think Jackson's going to – okay, I'm going to put on – this is my prediction for this. 3 turnovers by Lamar Jackson in this game, and they lose.
Wow.
That's what I'm calling. I think Spags throws stuff at you that's tricky. He put the clamps on the Eagles offense, fully clamped us down. We were able to get a win, but the way Kansas City's playing, and they can play defense, and the way Baltimore's giving up yardage on the ground, I think that's going to be enough. Kansas City just grinds it out. They're not a flashy team anymore. They're not throwing it all over and winging it. They have to grind out a win, and I think Kansas City, this matchup for them, their offensive line against Baltimore's defense right now is primed, and I think Spags is going to give Lamar Fitz 3 turnovers. Write that down. 3 turnovers. Wow. Kansas City wins.
You know, it's crazy. The one of the stats, because I'm a stat guy.
You are.
I thought he was stat guy.
Yeah,
we're
Stat
all
Junior.
Stat, stat Junior.
You are older.
Derrick Henry, much older.
This is bad.
Derrick Henry's fumbled 3 times in 3 games this season.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He had 3 all last year.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
I don't think he fumbles this week.
No.
You don't think so?
No,
because Lamar's given up the 3 turnovers himself. Who do you got here, Mike?
I'm taking Baltimore.
Good man.
Wow.
I'm taking Baltimore to go in and win this game. I don't think they're going to blow them out.
Let me ask this. Team that loses this, are they toast?
No.
No, still no?
The environment, again.
Because the AFC is so bad.
It's so bad
that
the doors are open. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago at Vegas. Vegas favored by 1.
I got it. What happened last week?
To who?
Chicago throwing the ball. What was that? This is a guy, like, out of nowhere. I'm like, look at the arm on this guy. Who is this guy? I'm not sold yet, but that was some show. And I got to say, when I know I piled on some of these guys, but he put on a clinic, and he threw the ball and has arm talent.
4 touchdowns.
Almost like I've never seen his arm talent. If you could put that together with a little bit of better demeanor, you have a great quarterback in Chicago. I haven't seen it yet, and not on a consistent basis. But those throws he was making were dots. I don't know if I've seen anybody throw with that kind of velocity in a long time. I'm going with Chicago in this one. I don't know if I'm a reborn, a fan of this guy. But holy heck, what he was doing in there. So whatever that wake-up call was, if they keep that going, look out. I got Chicago.
He looked great. He did.
Yeah.
But let's also realize that who he played.
What?
Okay? The Dallas Cowboys.
I'm still. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Dallas Cowboys, who Russell Wilson torched.
They're still an NFL
and
team.
2 weeks later is benched.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? So, again, it's more on the Cowboys and his Caleb Williams' great performance. Like I said, you knocked him a lot.
I did.
We'll see what happens there. I'm actually very intrigued with this game, honestly, because the Raiders should be better than that. What that loss in Washington was
They were
disgusting.
supposed to be frisky.
Yeah.
They were supposed to.
No Jane Daniels, and you lose by, 16?
Yeah.
That made no sense.
To a former teammate, Mariota, too.
And the Bears have a good roster. So if what Noah's saying is true, and if this is a
don't say that I'm saying this like long term.
If you're saying
he had a great performance this week,
right?
He has to put it together every week.
If we see consistency like this from
look
this
out,
point on,
look out.
The Bears could be scary.
Yeah,
because they have a good defense already.
Right,
they have weapons around them.
Yeah,
it's about the quarterback.
Yeah,
give me the Bears.
Oh. I'm taking Vegas at home.
You're a homer.
What's
your homer though?
Yeah,
it's okay.
This is the last time I pick them if they lose this game.
And then he's a Steeler fan again.
Then I'm a Steeler fan again. Now moving on to the Sunday night game. This should have been a good game. Green Bay goes into Dallas favored by 7.
So shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Wait, so you have that's gonna be a tricky one. These teams know each other well, and they have a lot of history. These two teams, Green Bay going into Dallas with love. Green Bay lost a game they shouldn't have. We'll see how they bounce back. Dallas needs to get a win. They're reeling. They're banged up all over the place. They're right there. How great is the NFC East where you just trade your best players away for no reason? Now Micah's on the other side of the field, and he's going to be coming for Dak. He knows Dak's tendencies and all this other stuff. He knows offensive linemen's tendencies and how they like. I don't know how that's going to go. It's not going to go well for Dallas, and Jerry Jones is going to. This is going to be a black eye on his longevity. Like he's trading away players, and they're going to come back and beat him down again. You talk about a team that has no direction. Stop calling yourself America's team. I've had it. You stink right now, and you're not doing anything to improve. And Green Bay goes in there, and I think they are shellacking in front of the largest crowd you've ever seen.
Do you think Jerry cares?
He does care. He does care.
He cares, but he's also rich as hell.
But he cares about winning.
He cares. The problem is he cares too much.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I thought this spread initially was too high.
Right.
Then we went through Mike's favorite segment of the show, the injury report. C. Lamb's out a little while, right?
Yes. At least this game, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Give me Green Bay winning the blowout.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay.
You're a mess today.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first time it was good.
Take
but
two.
Green Bay, I think, is going to win this game in a blowout.
They need a bounce back, too, after the loss against Cleveland last week. So.
Okay, we got 2 Monday night games again, which I hate when they do
My
this.
boy Zach says these are the worst Monday Night Football games ever in the history of Monday Night Football.
Shout out to Zach.
Let me tell you a little bit about Monday Night Football game in Miami at 7:15 p.m. I got to leave now. It's Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
The traffic.
Oh, it's
and
terrible.
if it drizzles, it's Monday at 7:15. You got to leave by noon in order to get down there. You can't get down there, first off. Second off, now you're dealing with the Jets fans, and all the Jets fans are coming down there, and their team stinks, and Miami stinks, and everybody stinks, and it's going to be a big we all stink party, and they're going to battle out for see who stinks worse, right? This game is terrible. It's going to be terrible football. It's going to be hot. It's going to be muggy. Like
Smelly.
This is not what football is about. We're getting into the end of September, right? We're supposed to have fall leaves, run the ball, score touchdowns, and instead we get humidity, South Miami, or not even Miami, out in the Everglades for bad football like that doesn't make any sense, and a coach that couldn't lead himself out of a paper bag.
And yet you're going to watch the game.
And Miami's favored by 2.5 too.
Yeah,
that's wild. Like,
yeah.
What say you, Ern? I got the Jets because Miami just can't win games.
If the Dolphins have any shot in turning the season around, these next 2 weeks are going to define that.
Are you?
Don't say must win
any
again.
shot.
You got to stop.
everything
turn around this season.
If they have any shot in having a chance to even doing anything worthwhile this year, these next 2 weeks define that.
Your sense of reality.
And I'm going to
skewed.
I'm going to pick the Dolphins win this game.
Wait, get back to wait. If the Dolphins have any chance to what? Finish that statement, please.
Turn around the season.
And then what happens? What happens when they turn around, Ernest?
Oh, turn around.
Well, what do they do? What do they do?
I mean, you're saying
they turn around and get a win? What do they do?
They turn around.
It's still got to play the game still, bro.
They still.
I know, but you're talking about turning around a season. But what do you turn around? Where are you going once you turn around? You turn around where are you going?
To the playoffs, 8-9 teams to playoffs.
There he goes. I can't deal with this
I'm not saying it's
anymore.
going to happen, but I'll again, this week Jets, next week Panthers. Yeah. This is it for them.
Okay.
Look,
and McDaniels and company is week to week. So at this point, get it done or
it doesn't matter what they're going to turn around to.
You know what I'm going to turn around on the way down there. When I hit the traffic, I'm going to turn it around and go home. That's
right there on
right on the turnpike.
Right on the turnpike?
Yeah.
That's illegal. Now, I'm taking Miami at home. I don't think anybody was talking about that, but I'm taking Miami. Actually, I'm not. No, it's wrong. I'm taking the Jets.
You taking the Jets?
Thank you, Mike.
Aaron Glenn's dancing he did it on the sideline last week.
I have Tyreek Hill losing his mind on the sideline. Not getting arrested on the way in this time. He's going to lose his mind. There's going to be some kind of domestic issue on Tuesday, and then he's out of town. That's what I have.
Brother. No, this can get ugly.
Yeah.
This is Monday football.
Home and on
if
road.
They lose this game and how they lose all this too also, this can get real bad.
Yeah, there's going to be chandeliers broken and vases thrown in that household.
Yeah,
no
I'm taking
doubt.
the Jets. Now the last game of the week, Cincinnati at Denver. Denver favored by 7.5.
This should have been good.
Yeah. It should have been.
Last year they met week 17. That was a classic game last year.
7.5 points.
Denver's record is what?
Denver's 1-2. They're a little overvalued. Granted, they should have beaten the Colts.
Okay.
They got robbed because of that penalty late. Chargers game in control of until the end.
Don't put the refs in. Don't let yourself be in position. The refs.
Right, I'm just saying they were in position to win those games and they didn't do that. So, but I think they're so overvalued. But some of that points. Kind of like Cincinnati on the points here. I think they'll bounce back from the. I mean, you can't do worse than did last to Minnesota. I think they'll bounce back. They'll lose the game, but they'll bounce back and make it competitive. Give me Denver to win, but Bengals on the points.
Okay, so you're wrong. So Denver's defense is so good that Cincinnati may not score this game. I think Cincinnati, they struggled last week. Denver's defense is good. And then you add on to that. Have you ever been to Denver?
The altitude?
Yeah.
It's bad.
I can't breathe there. Like, I was at Denver.
I'm scared to go there. I want to go so bad.
And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I need oxygen.
I'm scared
we
to
have
go there.
scuba tanks at the shop. I should have brought the scuba tank. And this, I remind me, I was in Colombia a couple weeks ago and I was at 8,900 feet elevation. I'm like, this stinks. I can't, it's a problem. Like, unless you train with one of those, you ever see those things they put on where it suffocates you, the high-altitude mask?
Yeah.
It's a real deal. It's a real problem. So Cincinnati going in there, they're going to be winded. They're going to get blown out. I got Denver.
This guy's talking about going to Colorado and Colombia. Like, we gotta do some kind of investigation on this dude.
I agree.
There's something going on. I'm actually going to take Cincinnati in this game because I think that Denver wins. I just don't think they cover the 7.5.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Cincy. And those were like our long drawn out picks for the week. That felt like it took forever.
It did.
Now we're going to talk about fantasy football. Fantasy football, if you look up there, I lost.
How about that? What's your record now,
No, that was
Mike?
from last week, actually. That was last week's games.
That's terrible. Yeah, so our producer sent us the wrong thing. Yeah, and our producer was a backup. I had a backup producer. He sent the wrong thing. But anyway.
I lost.
I lost
to Sal.
I think also as well.
I did win.
I hate fantasy football.
I won my game. I'm 2-1 now, Mike.
I'm 2-1.
You're 2-1, Ernest?
1-2.
1-2. Yeah, you can't. Are you going to turn it around? Is that what you're going to do?
I suck.
What happens if you turn it around?
Yeah, what happens?
Then I win a championship.
Okay, so you're saying the
Do you think
Dolphins
you
are
can
going
make
to
the
turn it
playoffs?
around?
No. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't think so either. What about Stardom Cinemas, Mike? We going to do those?
Stardom Cinemas. I'm going to start Trey Benson. He's the new running back. He was one of those handcuffs.
Cincinnati?
No, he's the running back for the Cardinals because Connor's down. He's one of those guys that most people took in their drafts late because of the fact that everybody kind of knows he was at some point possibly going to take over the starting job, but now Trey Benson is the man in Arizona. And I'm also going to take my stardom, Jordan Addison, who's now just coming off a suspension. He's going to play for the first week. Yeah. I like Jordan Addison. My sit, like I did last week, Ashton Genty. Last week I told you guys start Omari on Hampton. He went off, finally actually won me one of my games last week. And I sat Genty. I'm going to sit him again this week.
Well, I think Addison and Jefferson, top 3 core in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. What about you guys?
My storm this week is, again, you're going to see a pattern next couple weeks.
Okay.
Anybody playing the Dallas Cowboys, you start them. Start Jordan Love this week for the Packers. And my sit-em will be Aaron Rodgers against the Vikings on the road.
Really?
Yeah, they're playing the Vikings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Intercompany hate.
Really?
Intercompany hate right there.
Wow.
All right.
I'm going to tell some people.
Okay, I know winners, and a thing in life is you always keep yourself, like you guys do with me, you stay close to the winners, and you try to associate yourself with winners all the time.
I don't talk to you except on this show.
I know you should, and that's why you're not a big-time winner. So if you associate yourself with winners, Josh Allen's a winner. He's going to win games. He's going to do things to win. I'm taking Josh Allen for my start again. I was right last week. He lit it up. He's going to light up again. And I'm sitting Dak Prescott, and I'm here for every second of it. He lost CD. Green Bay's going to come in there, and Micah's going to go berserk. I'm going to say that Dak gets knocked out of the game at some point. That's what I'm saying. Sit him.
They were talking to Micah about sacking.
Don't come in there. Do not. Don't come around the corner soft. You come around and you bring the tomahawk chop, and you run right through him. Don't lay him down on the turf. You better light him up.
Well, you should go in the chat there. I think your wife had a message for me on there.
I bet she did.
We're not seeing the chat. We have
bring up
restream
so to get a chance.
There's a lot of people probably chatting, which we're not seeing.
I think in regards to my Dolphins take about
I'm sure Bunner's in there. I'm sure a lot of people in there saying horrible things.
Yeah,
but we can't see it.
And I deserve it.
Yeah, no, it's probably all about Earnest. Now we're going to move on and talk about some college football.
Oh, God.
So Dabo Sweeney's on the hot seat after Clemson
I wish
lost.
Pat was here today.
Me too.
Wait, are you asking
are
you saying he's on the hot seat or are you asking
He
his hot seat?
knew.
I think he's on the hot seat.
Pat knew that this was a problem. He knew what's going on over there in Clemson, and he called it, and he's like, "This is a problem." So I wish he was here for it. Yeah, you lost to Syracuse now. You're starting. You have problems.
1-3 now.
Worst start of his career.
Yeah, the worst start of his career. Do we think there's a possibility that Dabo loses his job or just
I think
leaves?
there is a possibility. I don't think they'll fire him this year, but I think regardless of how this year ends, I think next year will be the real hot seat year. And because right now, if they were to fire him, his buyout is, I think it's $70 million right now currently.
Yeah, you know what they do for that? It's funny how they do that thing. They rally and raise money.
Right.
Like next time Mike annoys me, I'm going to go to the high limit section and raise money to buy out Mike. And
can I have
home.
the money? Because you can do it today. We'll get on there right now.
What saves?
But they'll raise $70 million in Clemson. Yeah. Pat might even chip in. He's an alumni. Yeah. He might throw in a few bucks to get him out of there.
No, what saves Dabo right now in the short term is that all the goodwill he's put there, national titles there.
Yeah.
They were just in the playoff last year.
Right.
You forget that. They went to the playoff last year.
No, I did forget.
So at least
I forgot.
He'll get a reprieve year next year, and if things are continuing to fall off the cliff.
Is that what you get? Because in Philly, you can win the Super Bowl and then have a bad year next year and be canned.
Well,
that's what they do in Philly.
But I think it was more than just that. I think Peterson got fired because of more than just the tail off and things internally.
Okay. I think you're on the hook. In college is a little bit different than the pros.
Yeah.
Because you have the recruiting and he has the talent to win games and he's not. So at some point you have to look at something else. It's probably coaching.
Give him one more year.
Okay.
College is more coaching than
I will say I am enjoing the Dabo Sweeney crash outs though that's going on the internet. Yeah, you want me? I got another job. I'll keep coaching. Come on, bro.
So the AP top 25, Miami jumped to number 2 after beating the Gators, which we all knew was going to happen.
That's corny. The Gators are terrible now. How that guy still has a job?
No.
What are we doing?
He should be gone.
And the strange part too is that you see this team. They're very competitive. They're very competitive. They that game. The score wasn't. The score wasn't indicative of that game. That was a 10-7 game, middle of the fourth quarter.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they threw a pick or something like that, and then after that was all over.
There's Facebook pages dedicated to getting that Florida coach fired.
He is going to be gone.
Napier, yeah.
When?
He'll likely. No, I think they'll play out the year. They'll play out the year, but I think they'll get rid of him by November.
Here's the play. Fire him, fire the guy in Clemson, and let him come to us. Because I think
you want Dabo. You want Dabo, bro.
100%.
I can't stand Dabo as is.
I know. That's why I want him.
Oh, even better.
So the top 10 is now Ohio State at 1, the Hurricanes at 2, Penn State at 3, LSU at 4, Georgia at 5, Oregon 6, Oklahoma 7, Florida State is at 8, Texas A&M at 9, and Texas at 10.
You got the big. Go ahead.
Florida State and Miami are playing in a couple of weeks from now?
Next week. Next Saturday.
Okay.
That's big.
Whoever wins that game, do you think they should go to number 1?
Probably Miami will go number 1 if they win that. Well, I don't know. We'll see Ohio State's schedule next couple weeks though. But you got the big game this weekend, Oregon and Penn State.
Yeah, that's
that can
big.
shift things up in the top 10.
That's a weird matchup. That doesn't happen a lot.
Well, because now they're both Big Ten teams now. That's why.
Yeah.
Miami and Florida State, and obviously I'll ask next week on the show. That is my all-time favorite rivalry in all sports.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one.
It is by far. Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I've been all those wide rights and wide lefts back in the day.
That's pretty weak.
Watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been bad. It's been bad, but it's setting up right now. As long as FSU does their job this week as Virginia, which they should.
Right.
It is set up to be the biggest FSU Miami game in probably 15, 20 years.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, a house divided. You get all those little house divided signs.
Oh, God, especially in my family. Oh, my God.
House divided, Earnest?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Nice.
No, my wife's a Gator fan, but like
she's smart.
House really divided.
Is smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the family has a lot of Canes people too, also. So that's
shout out to your wife. She puts up with a lot.
Love you.
Mine does too.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about sports betting because we actually have a marketing partnership with Hard Rock Bet. That's the Seminole Tribe of Florida, and right now they've got a cool promotion. Bet $5, get $150. But your bonus bet, you get that if you win. It used to be different, so now it's different. If the bonus bet, if you win, you're going to get those bonus bets. If you make a deposit at least $10, place a cash wager of $5 or more. If your first bet wins, you'll receive $150 in bonus bets, and that is 6 separate $25 bonus bets.
Yeah, put a $5 bet on Buffalo, and you're good.
And that expires after 7 days. And if you want more information, you can just go to our website, pbkennelclub.com/Hard Rock Bet. And that is the Seminole Tribe and offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Got to be 21 and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? 1-888-ADMIT-IT is the number to call.
Yeah, I actually changed some of my strategy on betting now. I used to do parlays and spreads.
Okay.
As this week, I started doing money line. Do 10 money line parlays.
Cool. Oh, yeah?
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I can't get Clemson screwed me this weekend, for example, on one leg.
Wow.
So you're getting smoked. You're not winning.
Yeah, I can't see it hit the 10th game. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 every time.
Maybe you should bet 9 instead of 10 then.
You seem so interested. Now you're like, you're not winning?
You know? But yeah,
somebody got to turn it around.
But I do that on Hall Rock Bet. But I do all that. But I do all that on Hall Rock Bet. So it's a lot of fun actually, though. Yeah. Even though I'm losing a little bit last couple weeks. So
let's talk about some baseball.
Okay.
The Cal Rally has 58 home runs.
This is great. Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
No, that's pretty good for a catcher.
Story.
Yeah.
And they're in the playoffs too.
How many more games left?
A week to go. Less than a week.
Yeah.
All right, 60. 60's,
very possible.
60 is a big benchmark. It's a big benchmark to hit 60. So, yeah, we're pulling from. That's a great story.
And they're a playoff team, too, on top of it. They clinched 2 days ago.
Okay, so now we have to start talking now, okay? So we had that big parlay I cooked up. Remember that thing?
I remember
for
that.
Almost $12,000?
Yeah.
Okay, Yankees are in there now, right? Yankees is clinched.
They clinched yesterday.
All right, so now they're in. So now I'm getting a buyout offer of $98, okay?
Wow.
What?
So all
Big
I
money.
need to hit this parlay, so everybody understands, I need the Yankees to win the World Series and then the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. So, and I bet $2. So I could either win, I could take 98 now.
It's a lot.
Or let it ride for 12 G's. What do we do
First
here?
off, you're already rich, so I don't know why you would want $98 for a reason.
I could be more rich.
No.
I would like to be more rich.
Let it ride. And,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The odds you get in this are actually higher than you realize. Because, yes, the bigger sweat is the Yankees.
Yeah.
But the American League is pretty wide open, man.
Right.
So you get in the World Series like they were last year. Depending who you play in the World Series, if you avoid the Dodgers, obviously, that's a big win for you guys. I ride it out. I think your odds are pretty. I would not. No, I would ride it.
I'm doing it for the people. We're riding this one out for all you viewers out there. We're going to ride this out. And the Yankees are going to capitalize, and we're going to have 12 G's riding on the Eagles win the Super Bowl. And then again, we're going to South Beach.
I think barring injury, the Eagles
popping bottles.
I think right now, barring injury, the Eagles are the lock. I think
so. We just need the Yankees, and
I actually love. To be honest with you, as things work out now, I love your wager.
Yeah,
I love it.
You should. Yeah, you should. Yeah. I love all my.
I would cash out right now, and I'd take the $8. I'd take the $8 and go get a BLT downstairs, enjoy your lunch,
98.
and then keep the 90. That's what I would do. Okay. I mean, that's honestly what you should do.
No, we're gonna roll the dice and let it ride, because what a champ does when he knows he's right, he lets that stuff ride.
Because I'm gonna lose $2.
Yeah, you don't become a genius by backing down.
Okay, my favorite team in all of sports is the Atlanta Braves. They they have a 10-game win streak, and it's the worst possible time because they're not going to make the playoffs.
That's wild.
For the first time since 2017.
And I'm owed money from one of our Braves fans here, Keemont.
That's not loud.
Oh, Keemont, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
He's a Braves fan?
We bet every year who better record bets are Braves. So.
Yeah, they've got 10 wins in a row, and they're playing for absolutely nothing.
Congratulations on doing nothing.
Yes, Snitker is not going to be the coach next season. That has to be his final week. And also, Clayton Kershaw is retiring after 18 seasons.
Yeah.
Do we put him in like a top 20 of pitchers?
I would say that. I would say so. I would say so. He's certainly in the last 15 years probably the best pitcher, maybe top 2 or 3, certainly top 2 or 3 in all of baseball that I've seen. So, he's definitely Hall of Famer first ballot.
There's a lot. There's a lot. We can't even get it. We don't have time to get in that discussion, but top 20 is a big stretch.
I mean, Kershaw at the peak of his powers was
amazing.
He was amazing. So.
Yep. Okay, now we're going to move on to one of our favorite portions of the show, and it is called Quick Pick.
We have to do quick this time.
Yeah, it's got to be quick.
Okay, go.
But week 4, let's go. Seattle at Arizona. Arizona is underdogs by 1.
Go, Ernest.
Zona.
I got Arizona and Toddler Murray.
Arizona at home. Do the finger thing. Okay. Now we move on to Sunday morning. Minnesota at Pittsburgh. They're playing in Ireland. Minnesota favored by 2.5.
Shout out to Pat. Steelers.
I got Pittsburgh.
Yep, our home team, Pittsburgh. We're taking them. Washington at Atlanta. Washington favored by 1.5.
Shout out to Tiller, Dirty Birds.
No, I got they lost by 30 last week. I got Washington.
I got Washington. New Orleans at Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 16.5.
And the easiest spread of the week. Give me the Bills to win by 35.
Yeah, let's go, Josh. Yeah, I got the Bills.
Yeah, we're all taking the Bills. Cleveland at Detroit. Detroit favored at home by 8.5.
I love Detroit here. Maybe Detroit to cover.
I have Detroit.
I am taking Cleveland. Now, Tennessee at Houston. Houston favored by 7.
Why'd you watch this game in the first place? But Houston.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Houston because Tennessee's a little worse.
I'm taking Houston also. Carolina at New England, where Carolina is underdogs by 5.
I do not touch the passes yet. They might win the game, but give me Carolina points.
Yeah, Carolina's going to be Carolina. I'm going to New England.
I'm taking Carolina. Now we're moving on to Chargers at Giants. Chargers favored by 6.
The dark era has begun, but you're playing that defense. Good luck and God bless. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, this is not going to be coming out party for Dart. I got the Chargers.
Yeah, we're all taking the Chargers here. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Philly goes in favor by 3.5.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
We're going to silence the cannons. Go Birds.
More cannons than you've ever heard on Sunday. Tampa Bay wins this one. Now, Indianapolis at the Rams. And Rams are favored by 3.5.
Big prove-it game for the Colts. Big picture, but give me the Rams here.
Yeah, Rams are stunned and they're stymied right now. I'm going with Indy.
I'm taking the Colts on the road to stay undefeated. Now, Jacksonville at San Francisco. San Fran favored by 3.
Who are the Jags? I don't get it. Give me the Niners.
I don't know how they're winning San Fran.
San Fran's going to stay undefeated here behind Christian McCaffrey. And now Baltimore at Kansas City. Baltimore favored by 2.5.
Ravens in a romp.
Lamar Jackson, 3 turnovers. Patty Mahomes wins this one.
I am taking Baltimore on the road. Chicago at Vegas. Vegas favored by 1.
We're seeing the ascent of Caleb Williams possibly. We'll see. Give me the Bears.
I'm going to ride that momentum. I'm going with Chicago.
The Raiders. I'm taking them at home. Green Bay at Dallas in the Sunday night game. Green Bay goes in favor by 7.
Cowboys are cooked. My bet's cooked. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, Green Bay big.
Yeah, Green Bay big in this one. Monday night games. Jets at the Dolphins. Jets go in underdogs by 2.5.
If Miami wants to turn things around these next 2 weeks, it's it. Give me Dolphins.
Yeah, Jets win 6-3.
I'm going to take the Jets here, and for Earnest, this big turnaround. We can't wait to talk about that next week.
I'm trying to put some energy into the Dolphins, man. Come on.
He's trying. He's the only one. Now, Monday night's last game, Cincinnati at Denver. Denver favored by 7.5.
Denver wins, but Cincinnati points here.
Yeah, Denver.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Earnest. Denver wins Cincinnati on the points, and that's been Quick Picks.
That was quick.
We made it quick.
For week number 4.
For you.
Now let's talk about other things going on. Now let's talk about our sports betting picks. Of course, that's one of the things we like to talk about on the show. Anybody got some sports bets this week?
Yeah, they got a new category. If you look under NFL and you flip over, they have when a team's going to get eliminated.
Do they?
That's awesome. I'm all over that.
Really?
I'm going to give out my picks next week, but I want everybody to go ahead, open their Hard Rock app, go to NFL, go to other bets, and page over. And it's like when teams, I was like, what a great concept. You could pick. It's like playing when you play craps. You know the people that are rooting for the 7, like everybody's hoping 7, so they out the don't players. Mm-hmm. This is where you could root against teams, and I'm here for it. So yeah, go ahead and pick one. I got Kansas City. Oh no, it's will they or won't they make the playoffs? And I got Kansas City not making the playoffs.
Wow,
I got a bet.
What kind of odds you got on that one?
I got like plus 180.
That's pretty good.
Huh? Yeah, I know. So look at it. Dig in there. There's some good stuff in there now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you have to. When you're a serious sports better like I am, you have to really dig into the app and find out what they have available. That, and then tonight I'm probably going to bet some online NBA 2K video game bets.
Oh, that's so exciting.
It is.
I'm a fan of narrative gambling, and there's a narrative gambling. I call that.
Okay.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, go.
All right, I cooked up a 5-team parlay on Hard Rock this morning.
So you'll hit 4. That'd be great.
Yeah, flex that. You know what I mean? I have Atlanta on the points to win outright against Washington.
Oh, well,
I got the Bills.
That's your one loss.
Yeah, minus 6.5 the Bills to cover against the Saints.
Okay.
Your boys to cover against the Bucks.
Ooh.
The under on the Panthers-Patriots game because, come on now.
Yeah.
And then the under as well on the Jags and the Niners. Because that 47 points, that is way too high.
4 out of 5. What does 4 out of 5 pay?
I don't know, but $100. If you bet $100, you make $2,500.
Well, you bet 100, you get 0.
I want to see that bet.
That's true.
With
my luck, yes, you're right. I'm not going to lie to you.
Now I'm going to talk about the Thursday night game. I'm taking the Cardinals to win. I'm taking Trey Benson to get a TD.
Okay.
I'm talking Trey Benson to go over 61.5 rushing yards. I want Marvin Harrison over 45.5 receiving yards. That's nothing.
Wait. What? He was wide open this week and dropped the pass that Sal could have caught.
By the way, Marvin Harrison might be a bust.
Yeah. Wild. And you're going to take him in your bet,
I'm going
Mike?
to take him. He
Good
only
job.
has to get 45.5 yards. That's like a
Yeah, but you got to
play.
catch the ball to
He
get the
might
yards
be a
first.
bust,
He might
Michael.
Catch one. He might catch
He
one.
might be a bust,
You know what?
Michael.
I think he's doing this game, turning it around.
Oh, my God. No.
He's going to do the hokey pokey, and he's going to turn
Turn
it
himself around.
And that game is
And that's what we're all about.
That bet is plus 700.
great.
Bet 25 to win 200 right there. That's my bet of the
Good
week.
bet, Mike.
Yeah, now we're going to talk about everything going on here. We got September
So much.
high hands. They're going on
fun.
right now. $15,000 cash giveaway on the 27th.
Yep.
It's awesome. We're the talk of the poker world. Nobody does it like we do here at PBKC. We got the $10 poker party coming up later this month. Also, that's September 26th. That's on Friday.
Time
God, is this
flies.
month
I'm
almost
telling you,
over?
brother.
Yeah, so we got September 26th. That's this Friday night. Come out, show the cashier that you follow us on any of our social medias, and just say Poker Party, and you're going to get that first entry for free. If you've never played here before, that $10 Poker Party has been a huge success. We can't wait to tell you the numbers from this Friday night. And show up, learn how to play poker, and have a great time. And then the Paddock Show's going to start.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it now for a few months. Reaction Band is performing on the 3rd.
It's like this time of year, right? Football gets good. The weather gets cool. The Paddock has events going on there. You can like wear your sweater.
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah.
A light sweater.
Yeah.
But we got Reaction Band
Still in the 80s, brother.
October 3rd. We got Rat Pack now coming up on the 17th, and then we got the Toby Keith tribute.
Most of those
Beer
you get
for My
fed
Horses.
too, right?
Oh,
You get fed.
all of them are dinner and a show.
That's the best thing.
Dinner
You get
and
fed.
show.
Right.
Yeah.
Dinner and show.
It's like some people are like, hey, we're going to give you dinner, but they don't say we're going to give you dinner and
You know,
a show.
it's literally a pain in the you-know-what. Like, you plan a date night, and you have to plan, like, you got to time the dinner with the show.
Yeah.
You ever do that where you're
That's
like,
tough.
okay, and then you're like, can we get a check, please? We got to go to the show. Or you go after it, and it's like 10:30 and everything's closed. You don't have this
That's why
problem here. Go to the Paddock,
right.
dinner and a show,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
you look like a hero.
We're taking care of you.
Yeah.
When I'm over at the Paddock, a lot of times people have never been here will come in for a dinner and a show, and they'll be like, okay, well, we have dinner reservations too. Where's the show? And we're like, just sit down right there.
Yeah.
There's your table. We got dinner. We got a show. We got everything
Right.
for you. And
It's so
nobody does it
easy.
like the Paddock.
Yeah.
If
you guys
want-
looking for a shortcut?
Yeah.
Dinner and a show.
It's the best.
Winner.
Come see Reaction on the 3rd, and come see Rat Pack now on the 17th. If you want more information, you can actually call Sully right here, 683-2222, extension 140. Now we're also going to end the week and say, what are we looking forward to this weekend, guys?
What do you got, Ernest?
So I got two things I'm looking at here.
Okay.
Everyone. That Colts-Rams game, I'm really intrigued by that game. I know the biggest games are Ravens-Chiefs, Bucs-Eagles. We get all that. Are the Colts for real? Are we really? Is this thing really for real? 3 games. Daniel Jones only punted 1 time this year. MVP candidate right now for 3 weeks. Let's see if the Colts are for real against a quality team, the Rams. Number 2, when I'm back in this seat or that seat next week, please, New York Mets, be in the playoffs, because this has been a disastrous 2-3 months. Please.
For
Don't
Ernest.
do not embarrass me.
I just want it for
have a little
Ernest.
quiet prayer for Ernest right now for the Mets.
Heavenly Father.
Put your head down. Okay.
Not happening. Anyway, so speaking of prayer, I'm going to be fighting off demons this week. Trying not to go to Tampa. I
think
want
that'd be bad.
okay, so I have a feeling I want to go there and yell in Baker Mayfield's face as he loses, right? But then I also have bad results when I go to Tampa. And it's all hot and sweaty over there, and the cannons are firing off and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to not going to Tampa. I'm looking forward to my air-conditioned couch where if it gets out of control, I don't have to have tarps pulled over my head and cannons fired in my ear. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
So
not going to Tampa, I'm looking forward to
The
that.
lean is you're not going.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might still go.
Is there somewhere in your house you can go to scream where nobody's going to be worried about you?
There's not, but everybody knows what's supposed to happen.
Do you watch the games on segue by yourself somewhere?
Usually it's not. Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch it with him.
No, I'm not like the fan. Don't be the fan. Like come down and sit and like start talking to me about the game
I hate
and
that
stuff.
crap.
I'm
I
gonna
can't
call you.
stand that.
Like,
Let's do a
this
Giants
is-
game, bro. I
This
can't
is
stand
much
that.
more serious.
I'm going
And
to call you and talk about work on Sunday.
like, hey, like don't text. Okay, yeah, don't text me during a game. Don't call me during a game. Don't ask me to put the fire out in the guest bedroom during a game. None of that stuff do not bother me. I'm locked in. But I'm not going to Tampa. It's not happening.
My favorite part of
now.
this weekend is his vulnerability.
Oh, no.
I'm really
super
happy
vulnerable.
with that.
Are you going to try? Are you going to text me?
Oh, I'm going to text you
Don't
now.
do it.
I am too.
No.
Just cause.
Just with work questions.
Will you fire me if I text you?
Important
We got a
stuff.
problem at work.
Yeah. See, that would be great. We need you to
Josh!
We need you to come in and deal.
Yeah. Sorry, the Eagles are down 14 to Baker Mayfield. Can you come in real quick?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game, especially this weekend. I hope all your games are winners. Good luck at fantasy. Good luck in your sports bets. And we're going to see you at Feast and Football in the Paddock. Have a great week, everybody.
Let's turn around, Dolphins.
PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock Restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today. Feast and Football is back in the Paddock. Get ready for touchdowns and tasty bites every football Sunday during the regular season. Enjoy a $25 all-you-can-eat buffet plus one draft beer, or get it free when you place a $25 or more live bet on the Hard Rock Bet app at PBKC. Featuring 140 HD TVs, 3 giant screens, and a full bar. Bring your crew, place your bets, and pile your plate high. This is how Sundays were meant to be.